first of all, let me just get present to the magic you are. Here's the deal. We live in this vision of what we think we're supposed to be. And then we run into people that aren't that, and they seem to be having a great life. And you're like, how do they live out of the lines? I'm not living out of the lines. So I love, love, love when I'm with somebody who I know is exploring the edges of life, because that's where the juice is. So I am Sandy Parker Martinez, and I am here with Lalita Amos. And I love her because she's a bright light in the world. And so I asked Lalita, would she please do this? I had a request of Lalita. Would she please tell me the answer to this question? And so here's the question, Lalita. I feel like a game show host.
Okay.
You can't get it wrong.
Okay.
But I just want your view on life and what do women need to have a great life? Like, what do women really need to have a great life?
Oh, it's such a good question, Sandy. Um, I think about that when I think about what I would have said to myself when I was younger, because I see those questions quite a bit these days. And what I would say to myself as I was younger is stop listening to other people telling you who you can't be. Stop listening to yourself telling you who you can't be. Take more risks and fail more, right? So I think that for women, and I'm just presupposing to speak for women. So,
Yeah,
women
it is.
who
It's
this,
for the pink lady posse.
yeah, just like, please excuse me, right? Um, that um that for women to have a great life is to start having a great life now. Like, just don't wait for other people to tell you that it's okay to have a great life. You go have a great life now. Don't wait for look back at your past and say, well, my great life, my opportunity to have a great life was when I was 20 and now I'm 60. And
Right.
so I guess, what I can have is an okay life. Or that I can look out in the future and I don't have what I had when I was 20, so I can have an okay life. Just look around at other people and compare and say, well, I guess I can do okay compared to other women my age. So I think that for women to have a great life, like really some of the places I might look as I was talking to women about what it is to have a great life, is I would be really interested in how much time we spend comparing ourselves to other people and comparing ourselves to earlier versions of ourselves or speculating um with less than a happy eye about what our future self could be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I love that you said that because I know when Rodney died, my concern was everything good about my life was behind me.
Yeah.
Like I had a marriage, I had a baby, I had a family, and now what am I looking to? It's not a great life.
That's not a great life, right?
Mm-mm.
I the thing I appreciate about this question is that it presupposes that life can be great wherever it is we are,
Mm.
right? It presupposes that life can be great where it is, where we are. And I think some of it for us to have a great life is declare our lives great because we say so. There's just something about for myself when I started to discover that, well, I'll be in great shape when I lose weight. I'll be in great shape when I get married. I'll be in great shape when I get this job. I'll be in great shape when I get this degree. I'll be in great shape when I get this promotion. I'll be, and it just kept going and going and going. And there were points where I could point to it and go, well, that's not it. Life will be great when this happens. Well, that happened. Well, that's not it. So life will be great when I finish high school. Nope, that's not it. When I get my bachelor's. Nope, that's not it. When I get my master's. Nope, that was it. Then I'm staring down the trough at getting a doctorate. And I'm like, okay, that's not either. So where am I looking out here for my life to be great instead of looking over here with the chick sitting in my chair and say that that's the only person has any say so about how I see my life? And if I'm looking any place other than the chick sitting in my chair, I really don't stand much of a chance about having my life be great because the only one that can say so is me.
I know. And I love the whole notion that you're either creating your life or you're living one you inherited. Like,
That's true.
that's so gross.
It's so
It's not mine. I got it somewhere, but here I am with it.
well, I mean, the what we I mean, what you're saying about what we inherited, I got born into a world that said, be quiet, don't make noise, but speak up, make eye contact, but don't be provocative. Wear your clothes in a way that looks nice, but it's not too form-fitting, but show a little skin. It goes on and on and on. I'm like, I watched that. It's that I don't know if anybody watched the Barbie movie, but that one section where America Ferrera was talking about like the paradox of being a woman, I'm still getting chills thinking about it. I was just sitting there in this movie that's a comedy, crying my eyeballs out. Like, yeah, that's exactly it.
You
And
know
it,
what? I'm so glad you said that because I love the movie. I could cry right now when she goes, I don't want to be stereotypical Barbie. And then that woman says, it comes from inside. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish everybody had their version of themselves that came from who they say they are,
mhm.
you know?
The thing I appreciate about that, when we're talking about the movie, is that Barbie became Barbie in a community of people that were pulling for her.
Yeah.
It wasn't just her by herself. There was the original Barbie that was pulling for her. There were all these other women that were pulling at her. There were some Kens that were pulling for her. There's
Mm,
all this world of pulling for her. So the thing is like the paradox is that we have to be responsible for who we say we are, but we got to be looking around for the sisters that have our backs because
absolutely.
they are there.
I
Yeah.
love connecting with you because who I become is bigger because I'm with you. I love that.
Well, the thing is that this kind of conversation is really extraordinary. Two women, very different backgrounds. I'm a Black woman from the Midwest, had a country background growing up. I don't know about all of your background, but it's like when I look at it, the how much we need each other.
I saw a meme the other day that says something about we can't compete because I want you to win,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm for you to win.
Yeah.
So what's there to compare to?
You're just hearing what I'm speculating about. But thanks for asking the question, and I can't wait to see
Well, you'll
this.
be in the pink lady posse. And the whole thing is every time I ask someone, the road gets wider
Mm,
about what we could be. Well, I thank you so much for
you're
just
welcome.
carving out the time to have a conversation because conversations start things.